Okay class, welcome all of you. I am Durgesh Kumar Pandey. I am taking your class of 12 Political Science, and your chapter topic is the end of bipolarity. And in this chapter I take up heading uh, what are the consequences after the disintegration of USSR. We are looking some changes in Eastern European countries, like we are looking Czechoslovakia. This was break into two parts, like Czechs and Slovaks. Okay, so after the disintegration of USSR, you were looking so many changes in the Eastern European countries, the rise of nationalism and in the different ethnic groups was very high. So this Czechoslovakia break into Czechs and Slovaks in the two parts. Similarly, in the Eastern European countries like Balkan Republic of Yugoslavia in 1991, it was break into different parts like Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, and different parts. So this was the changes we were looking during the era of 1991, and Yugoslavia was a country which have a different ethnic groups, and previously after the 1950 there was a communist party ruling here by the Joseph Ben Tito. He was the ruler, and he was adopted a communist model, and Yugoslavia was a country which have a different ethnic groups, and due to the policy of the government, it was not possible to accommodate this diversity. That is why the Yugoslavia was ultimately broke into different parts like Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. And here the Serbians, who are the dominant position in Yugoslavia, they were opposed this nationalism, this changes, and sometimes these Serbians were murdered, the non-Serbs, they were doing genocide, they killed the other non-Serbian peoples. So Serbia was trying to store this all the territory in a one country, but with the help of NATO was intervenes in this situation when the Serbians were murdered to non-Serb in their country, and because the peoples of different ethnic groups were demanding their freedom, they want a separate nation. So NATO was interference there, and they attacked, they bombing on the Serbs, and ultimately the matter was settled, and now Yugoslavia was break down into different class: Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. And now the role of NATO was very good here to provide the freedom to different ethnic groups. Similarly, class, during the era of Clinton in 1999, NATO forces was again involved in the Yugoslavia. Yugoslavian government was arranged violence against the Kosovo province, where the Albanians were dominant, and the Yugoslavian government was again organized violence and genocide in the Kosovo area where the Albanians were dominant, and ultimately the NATO forces again interfere here, and the NATO forces was bombing here, and ultimately the Slobodan Milosevic was suspended from the Yugoslavian government, and now the NATO was playing a very positive role sometimes for in against of mass genocide and for the welfare of weak communities. Class, in December 1991, the Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus were abolished the USSR. They banned the USSR and banned the Communist Party of Soviet Union. And when the USSR was suspended, and so it was broken down into 15 new republics. In this 15 republics, 3 countries, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, these are the 3 Baltic republics countries. They were not want to rejoin against the CIS, so they joined the NATO countries. They trying to merge with the Western European countries. They joined NATO forces, and remaining 12 countries were come in the organization of CIS after the disintegration of USSR. Now, class, when the 3 Baltic Republic countries, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, were joined the NATO forces later, when the USSR was disintegrated, the remaining 12 parts come together and make the CIS, Commonwealth of Independent State. And I want to introduce one by one these nations, and I will also try to focus what is the situation of democracy in these countries after the disintegration of USSR. First, I take the country Armenia and Azerbaijan. These 2 countries are neighboring country, and they have a very tense situation in the previous year in 2019. The region is a portion in Azerbaijan, Nagorno, class, the region of tension between these 2 countries, Armenia and Azerbaijan, was the Nagorno-Karabakh, and this Nagorno-Karabakh is the region was under the Azerbaijan, and most of people here in Nagorno-Karabakh was Armenians, and they want to join with Armenia. These region, Nagorno-Karabakh, was under the Azerbaijan, but this area where the peoples were majority were Armenians, and they want to autonomy, and they want to join with the Armenia. And this is the region Nagorno-Karabakh was revolt against their government, and sometimes Armenia was also supported to the people of Nagorno-Karabakh against their own government. Okay, means the peoples who are living in Nagorno-Karabakh were indirectly supported by Armenians, and this made the tension here between these 2 countries. Now it was very critical situation in the 2019 when this war was increased and some people joined Armenia and some country joined Armenia and some country joined the Azerbaijan. Now this was also an issue and this was the war between Islam and Isai religion. Okay, so in previous year this war was resolved with the interfere of Russia. Plus, the Russia was the successor of USSR, and Russia was take all the seat, take the seat of UN Security Council in the place of USSR, and Russia was the biggest territory which was come from the USSR, and Russia was also adopted the liberal democracy and capitalist model, and Russia was adopted all the treaties and disarmament measures with the US. Okay, the successor of USSR was Russia, and after the got the freedom, Boris Yeltsin was a popular leader, and he was lead some year Russia. But Russia, after got the independent, Russia was also faced the secessionist movements like the Chechnyas and Dagestan. But Russia was using the bombs, and Russia was crushed the revolution by the Chechnyas and Dagestan against the nation, against the okay, and many times the complaint was coming that Russian forces were violating the human rights. Okay, now the revolt and revolt was not possible here, and Russia was using strict measures for the people who are different ethnic community and they want a separate nation. So Russia used strict measures to suppress their revolt, and the complaints were coming that Russia was violating the human rights of people. Plus, the another country, Kazakhstan, he was also faced the civil war in their country in the different ethnic groups, and this war was after 1991 to if this war was continue take the 10 year till 2001, and the peoples of this country, the community of this country were fighting to each other. So this civil war was taking too much time in the Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan lost their peace, okay, and they suffer with the civil war by their different community. Similarly, Georgia, the next country is Georgia, and he was also faced the secessionist movement. Some community, some regions were involved in a civil war, and now the Georgia was also facing difficulty. The peoples were involved. Two groups are involved in a civil war, and similarly, other countries like Georgia, Ukraine, and Kyrgyzstan, they were also chasing the same difficulty. Different community of the country was demanding independence for their community, and the condition of civil war were in these countries, and they were also facing these difficulties. Sometimes these countries were also fighting for the waters. These countries were fighting to each other for the waters, and sometimes in these countries the provinces were fighting for waters and for other resources, and the life of the peoples were very difficult here. Country, the the Central Asian countries which are come from they got the independence from the USSR. They have a rich hydrocarbon sources, and by this they got the economic benefit from the trade, and the Central Asian countries were got the benefit by their location. They use their resources for their development, and they make the relation with the Western European country, US, China, and other country friendly. After the incident of 9/11, America was want to land for as a base to fighting against the Taliban or Afghanistan. So Central Asian country were also take the advantage and provide the base on the fee to America. During the war with the Taliban and during the war with the Iraq, America want to a military base in the Central Asian country, and for this he pay a big amount for this country to allow the permission over their airspace and provide the military base. So these Central Asian countries were very important. Sometimes Russia want to say that this area is near to their border, so they want to influence this area by their power. And China was also interested in the Central Asian countries because the Central Asian countries have rich resources, oil, minerals, and hydrocarbons. So China wanted to take these resources, and he was interested in the Central Asian country. And Central Asian countries have resources. They want to benefit. They want to got the benefit by these resources with the friendship of different countries. Okay, class. I want to summarize against what I teach you today. Class, when the USSR was disintegrated into 15 republicans, in these 15 republicans, three countries, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. These are the three Western European countries. They were known as Balkan republics. These three countries, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. These are the three Balkan republican countries. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. These are the three countries. They were known as Baltic republics. They want to join the Western Alliance, and after got the independence from USSR, they joined the NATO forces, and they joined the American Alliance. Okay, and the remaining 12 republicans were come and form the CIS. What is the full form of CIS? Commonwealth of Independent States. And this was the organization where the poor countries were totally dependent upon Russia, and Russia provides guarantee कि I will take the responsibility of the development of these members. So CIS have 12 countries, but nowadays, Ukraine was left this organization. So with the time, they have only 9 members are remaining at the current time. Most of the members were left this organization, and there was a tension between the Ukraine and Russia also in this region. Okay, you know about the issue between the Russia and Ukraine. Russia was occupying the area of Ukraine, which was known as Crimea. Okay, and Russia was take the area Crimea with the Ukraine, and that is why Ukraine was not happy with the Russia, and the tension between Ukraine and Russia was very high, and the situation was very acute between these two territories, and Russia. That is why Russia and Ukraine both are involved in the conspiracy against each other, and Russia was not want to stay with the CIS, and Ukraine was not want to stay with the CIS. Ukraine want to go with the NATO. That is why Ukraine left the CIS. Okay, and they were now, after the leaving of this CIS, Commonwealth of Independent Nation, Ukraine want to join the NATO forces, and similarly we are looking, Russia was also facing the secessionist movements of these two communities, Chechnya and Dagestan, and Russia was using their forces against the voices against these two communities, and Russia was suppressed by their way, we can say Moscow way, and he was violating the human rights. They were using bombs to suppress their revolt. So after the disintegration, these 15 republicans are they were different situation. This Baltic republics, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, already they were in the Baltic. They were want to join NATO, so they joined NATO, and remaining parts they are in current time. If you are looking to 9 or 10 members are in present time, they are the member of CIS. And another tension, Nagorno-Karabakh was got the independent in 1991 with the help of Armenia, and now Nagorno-Karabakh Republic was working as an autonomous country, and with the help of Armenia, Nagorno-Karabakh established them as an independent country. And we know that Central Asian countries like Azerbaijan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, they have a rich oil and minerals. So they using this and trying to revive their economy. Okay, class, you are looking the USSR, and full form of USSR is Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, and it was made in 1922, and now it was banned in December 1991, and Boris Yeltsin was declared to ban the Soviet Union, and also they banned the Communist Party of Soviet Union. And after the disintegration of USSR, 15 new republics were comes, and they were choosing their own path, and everyone is trying to got the stability, but they were facing some challenges, and we are discussing in this class. Thank you.